Hey everybody, Mark here from 8 Minute Axe. So today I'm going to share with you the two absolute worst gifts that you can get as a guitar player, as well as give you a solution to never getting a bad gift again. Over the last few years, I have received a couple of the absolute worst gifts, and I wanted to share those with you today, as well as share them with your significant other, girlfriends, and wives if you're watching. All I'm telling you is you definitely want to avoid these two gifts. Now, I do want to say that Amanda, my significant other, is incredibly supportive, and this is in no way an attack on her or her gift-giving skills. She's incredibly thoughtful, and she really was trying to do her best, and that's part of the purpose of this video. Is a lot of you significant others just don't know, what gifts are useful and what gifts aren't useful. And that's partly what I hope this video will do today. It will tell you two gifts that you definitely want to avoid. Number 2 on the list is actually a very popular gift, and I've looked at some other videos of best and worst gift ideas, and this gift actually makes a lot of the lists for best and worst gift. I don't know how it makes the best gift list, but it absolutely is completely useless, and it is the pick punch. Now, if you don't know what the pick punch is, it's basically like a hole punch, except that it punches picks. It actually has a little punch, and it punches things in the shape of picks. So if you have like an old credit card, I've got my old AAA card here, so I have no use for it anymore. So what I can do is I can put it in the pick punch, and now I've got a brand new pick. Now the problem with that is if you're a guitar player, if you're like me or you're like most guitar players, you're really picky about the picks you use. So the chances of me using a pick that just got punched out of a credit card are absolute zero. Now, if you're like me and you already have the pick punch, if you're stuck with it, I did find one good use for it. So I have here my wedding book for my marriage to my first wife. Now, if you're like me, you probably invited a lot of your close friends that you still keep in touch with to your wedding. So as I go through here, I see, let me take a look here. And yeah, there's a lot of pictures here of me with, here we go. Here's a picture of me and all the guys that were in my wedding party. So obviously, I'm not going to display this picture. However, what I can do, I can use the pick punch. So you see there's one little problem with that picture, and it's standing in the middle. So all I need to do is I think you can actually even line it up and see if you're, yep, I got the spot perfectly, and I just, look at that, cut it out. Look at that. So there is a use for the pick punch, just not a use for something guitar related. Now you're thinking, okay, the pick punch is the second worst gift. What could possibly be worse than that? Well, Amanda actually did find something more ridiculous than the pick punch, and that is these. Now these are resistance bands that are supposed to be used, I guess, for strengthening my hand so that I play guitar better. I found that the best way to strengthen your hand is to actually practice the guitar more. So I don't know who the heck is actually going to use these. Now these are hilarious. They actually come in 3 different strengths, like 3 different levels of resistance. And it says on the back here, starting pose. So let's follow through. The starting pose is put your finger into the band. Be sure to put your thumb into the bigger hole. Okay, so let me check it out here. I'm a beginner with this, so I better go with level 1. Here's level 1. So now here's the bigger hole. So I'm going to put my thumb in the bigger hole. Hopefully the camera's picking this up. I don't know how the focus is going to be, but you'll get the general idea. So I put my fingers in all the holes, and now what do? Now I stretch my fingers out in a constant speed slowly in 3 seconds. For beginners, I may want to count 1, 2, 3 in my mind. I guess if I'm a beginner, I need to count out loud. Once I get more experience with it, I can just count in my head. So I don't know. I don't even think this is good for you for anything. It's weird. It's like pulling on the tendons. But anyway, this is level 1. Let's check out level 3. Let's see if I'm, I've been playing guitar for almost 30 years. Let me see if I'm a level 3 when it comes to the resistance bands here. All right. Ooh. Yeah, this is definitely for someone with a lot more experience than I have. Anyway, so obviously I'm being sarcastic. My point is, definitely do not buy this junk. I think they have little trigger things that actually work on the muscles that you'll actually be using. I'm actually using the wrong hand since I'm right-handed. I probably should be putting this on my left hand, but you get the idea. Definitely don't buy this. Complete waste of money and crap. Okay? So I promised that I was going to give you the solution to never getting a bad gift again. Well, very simple. What you need to do is you need to create a list, which I've done here, at every price point. And you just give it to your wife or your girlfriend. As a matter of fact, I even recommend making a wallet-sized one they can carry around with them. That way, if they're out shopping and they spontaneously want to get you something, they can consult the list. So you'll see here, now you want to be specific on the list. And I'll read you a couple things on my list. So for under $10, I have a Dunlop Heavy Picks 1.22 millimeters. You'll see that I'm definitely not going to be using my, my old AAA card for any. Anyway, I hope that helps. Make your list, give it to your significant other, and the chances are you won't end up with the pick punch like me. Hope you have a great day. Thanks so much for checking the video out, and I'll see you in the next one.